AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
Another 3 and out.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 29 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
throwing on 3rd down. Newton steps away to his left. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
That's good.
A gain of 4 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it with Jacobs. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain of 12.
No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's getting his man in stride, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. It's caught. Shepard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. Throwing again is Newton. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Aaron Donald in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Third and long, it's Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Breaks free again. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Lorenzo Carter, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson buying time to his left. Space to run past the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Goodwin able to haul it in.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Jackson will keep it, and he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
The goal line. No gain on the play.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now Newton on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Newton caught right side at Snead. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's got Snead. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding, looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll run on first down. Gibson looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. Flush to his right. 20. Man open. It's Goodwin. And all the way down to the 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Green on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Newton's pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And the Bills will move the chains.
First and goal at the 3.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jonnu Smith as time expires in the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Here's Smith to return it. Good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 30 yards there.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jonnu Smith saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bills continue to pour it on. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Green to bring it back.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And this is caught. That one goes for 30 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bills 42, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Green to bring it back. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
1st down.
On 1st down, Trubisky. That's complete to Ward. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Complete.
Greg Ward, 29 yards. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson going to run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Gibson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lamar Jackson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills head on. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Green to bring it back. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Broncos first down.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They go with Jacobs. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Once again, it's Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Switch up, switch up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Now it's Trubisky. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Finding his target, it's Ward. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. Missed from 44 yards out, left hash. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score.